Welcome to ETFinalscore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football, with your host, Eric Sullivan.
What's up, everybody? Round one of the high school football playoffs resumed tonight after 17 games on Thursday. You're watching the ETFinalscore.com football show, special playoff edition. Unbelievable game with White House tonight in Arlington, Seguin. Shane Stark is on the phone. We'll have him in just a few moments. Also, best matchup of the night, Chapel Hill versus Athens in round number one. Jeff Schaefer will join us from that one to give us the latest on that big playoff ball game. And, of course, all the other Tyler Paper sports writers will join us from their respective games as well. To be a part of the show, Twitter is the best way to do it. Go to @ETFinalscore or @EricSully CBS 19. Post your tweets to me and get your scores and all your information. We start with Chapel Hill and undefeated Athens. And talk about unlucky, an unlucky draw that is. Athens, Chapel Hill, they played White House, Gilmer, Kilgore, and Carthage already. Athens undefeated coming in. Let's see if the Hornets are the real deal. Here we go. Opening drive for Chapel Hill. Wesley Thompson breaks the run right here, and what a big explosive play to start this football game. He gets into Athens territory, and Andrew Black, I like to call him the high school version of Aaron Rodgers. He can run and he can throw. He gets the touchdown, 6-0. PATs were a problem tonight. Athens would respond. There's that guy, Logan Fuller. The tough fullback gets in for the touchdown. Athens has the lead 7-6. Bulldogs come right back. Look at Andrew Black make nice moves left and right. Man, is he silky smooth running the football, avoiding hits. And then he would hit Jeffrey Minor across his body. What a play. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. They take a 12-7 lead. I said PATs were a big, big problem. Athens, Anthony Sanders looks like he is shut the door on him right there. Forget about the big guy. Bust through for a huge gain. Gets inside the 10-yard line, but Athens would have to settle for a field goal. Start of the second quarter. Here we go. Blocked field goal, and look what happens as we get going here. What a play by Chapel Hill in this one. Wesley Thompson. Rex Cesario gets it and returns it for the touchdown. Devin Hall trying to get back into this game for Athens. He gets the big run, and then Logan Fuller once again with the touchdown right here. 18-14, Chapel Hill still has the lead. Athens defense starts to step up here on the Bulldogs. Look at KJ Cumbie. That's a nice wrap-up tackle. That's the way the coach is preaching right there. Jesse Mumphrey, that is, on fourth down is going to come up big right. It's going to come up big right here and get the interception. What a great, not interception, what a great play by Gabriel Robinson, and he is stopped by Anthony Sanders. The guy could do it all, and then Andrew Black strikes again. Touchdown pass to Gabriel Robinson. Way to go, Gabe. He was big tonight. 24-14 is your score at half. Your final score, look at that shootout by the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. 52-26, running away with it. Brilliant season for the Athens Hornets, but it all comes to an end. With more on the big win, let's go back out to Rose Stadium where our Jeff Schaefer was roaming the sidelines all night long.
Eric,
Jeff,
a huge win for Chapel Hill tonight at Rose Stadium, taking down unbeaten Athens 52-26. And I'm joined now by Chapel Hill quarterback Andrew Black. Andrew, I want to talk to you a little bit about the start of the game. You know, that first drive, you guys marched right down the field and scored. How important was that to start this game off on the right foot?
We always want to have a fast tempo, and scoring right off the bat, that was great for us. It gave us lots of momentum, and it helped us win this game.
What's it like to have a big game like you did in the playoff, scenario? You know, it seemed like you could do whatever you wanted tonight, running or throwing the ball.
It was great. I mean, we prepared very well for this team, and we had 2 weeks of film and practice to go against the Athens defense, and it was great. Love having that extra time.
What does it mean, and what does it do for your team's, I guess, momentum at this point in the season to beat an undefeated team like Athens?
It gives us lots of confidence, and we're just moving on to the next round. It's the next team from now on, and hopefully we're going to go really deep in the state.
All right, Andrew, thanks so much. Congrats on the win. Now I'm going to step over here to Gabriel Robinson. Still going to talk a little bit about Andrew, though. Gabriel, tell me a little bit about what it's like playing with him and kind of the connection, the chemistry you guys have.
It's very fun, It took a long time for us to, get our chemistry down and went through 7-on-7 and stuff like that. And if he's on the scramble, he looks for me, and then he knows if he throws it to me, I'll catch it. So throw and catch.
Just tell me what the feelings are like right now to start the playoffs off on the right foot. I know you got the hardware right there in front of you. What's it feel like right now?
It's overwhelming. Beating an undefeated team, coming out here, marching down the field with ease, throwing with ease, running with ease, knowing that our defense made good decisions, stopping them. So if they stop them, we'll score. That's what we told our defense, and that's what we did.
Do you guys kind of feel like you're back where you belong, being in the playoffs after having, you had a rough season last year, but, now obviously back in the postseason, back winning in the playoffs?
Yeah, we got it back. We went through a hard time last year, and we just got that sick feeling in our stomachs like it's not going to happen this year. We have a team full of seniors, and we're going to lead the team right.
All right, Gabriel Robinson, congrats on the win. Go enjoy that trophy. So, Eric, huge win for Chapel Hill tonight, taking down unbeaten Athens, and like they just said, Bulldogs moving on to the next round.
And speaking of that next round, thank you, Scotty. 52-26, your final. Chapel Hill will now play Crandall in round 2, waiting for the location in that one. But Chapel Hill and Crandall in round number 2. All right, over at Mesquite Memorial tonight, the White House Wildcats' journey to take this football program as far that it's ever been began tonight. Last week they had that thriller overtime victory to win district over JT 55-54. Guess what? We had overtime again tonight. More on that in a second. Looking sharp in the opening drive as Patrick Mahomes Jr. looks left, and goes right back to his man Jake Parker, who always seems to be there. And man, does he rack up the yards after catch. And then Patrick Mahomes Jr. that is going to go up top to the guy's just unstoppable in the end zone. He's got the hands and the leaping ability just to go up and get it. His name, Jalen Dews. We've seen that hundreds of times. It seems like over his career at White House. They take the lead. Now the Wildcats brought some defense to Mesquite Memorial Stadium tonight. Look at Dominic Hawley just chased down the Seguin quarterback right here. Great job for the tackle for the loss. Then a guy who had a well of a football game, the big dude, Costin Wallace, all over this one. Fumble snap, he gets a sack and a recovery right there. And then Patrick Mahomes would get an easy touchdown right here. But folks, this was not an easy game. It came down to the wire. Patrick Mahomes had a touchdown, under a minute to play to tie it up, and then in overtime, what happens again? Oh my goodness. White House pulls it off. Scary first-round game, but they get it done. 50-44 is your final score. Thank goodness Shane Stark is with us from Memorial Stadium over in Mesquite. Shane, was White House done for until Patrick Mahomes made that incredible touchdown run on 4th down?
Yeah, they were facing 4th and long. They had the ball at the 25-yard line, and he was facing some pressure, and he got outside a little bit. And I thought that Seguin was about to bring him down short, but somehow he got away and then just motored on in 25 yards to the end zone to tie the game. It was a crazy finish there.
You're getting used to the crazy finishes here for the White House Wildcats, especially in overtime. A play like that, Shane, from your senior leader, probably, in my eyes, the best player in East Texas. This could really catapult White House, so to speak, because they got a scare tonight from Seguin, didn't they?
Yeah, it's back-to-back games that they faced tough task, and they've come through each time. Talking about Mahomes, everybody always talks about his passing, but the guy ran for over 200 yards tonight. He really kind of put the team on his shoulders, showed his physicality, and got some big yards. Probably, all the touchdowns he's had passing over the years, or over the last 2 years, none, right, compares to his run to tie the game tonight.
All right, Shane, do we know yet what's next for the Wildcats?
Well, they got Sulphur Springs, and I was told that all 4 coaches had to agree on Forney. Tentative, I think it's 7:30 Friday in Forney, from what I understand. I may be wrong, though.
Okay, well, it is Sulphur Springs. That is correct. Shane, thank you very much. Great job of breaking down that incredible play by Patrick Mahomes to get the game-tying touchdown to overtime, and then the Cats able to win it 50-44. All right. Well, let's go now to the Nacogdoches Dragons. They, of course, trying to get a playoff run going here themselves. Had a great bounce-back year tonight. They were also in the Dallas area. As we got the highlights of this one, I guess not, but Nacogdoches goes down 25-13. There we go. We gave it away a little bit, but we pick up action here. Bryce Matthews in at quarterback. Now, he is going to get tagged right here and goes down, and Summit able to get the football, and they would take the lead here. Boy, you see Matthews just really gingerly getting up. Good play by Seguin right there. But their defense would rebound right here. Greg Roberts and Ja'Cory Whitaker with the sack. So come on, Nacogdoches. Let's get some life back into this football game. They bring in James Oglesby at quarterback, and he's kind of your dual threat guy, giving the Dragons some life here, diving for the first down. Then Oglesby says, we've got to hurry, guys. We've got to hurry. He's going to look to the end zone, looking. Here comes the rush, the blitz. Look at the rifle to L.J. Barnes for the touchdown. What a play but Nacogdoches just a little bit too much down tonight as they fall to Mansfield Summit. Your final score in that one, 25-13. Also, Lindale in action, and it was tough. It was tough. Lindale 62-17. They go down to the Ennis team there. Ennis very good. The season comes to an end for the Lindale Eagles, but great job to get in the playoffs by Coach Metter and company. Let's move on now to Chris Perry, who joined us from over in Forney there, Hamby Stadium rather. Chris, Ennis is good. We know that, but kind of talk a little bit what you can about what Lindale was able to do tonight and their season, I guess.
Well, Lindale was able to run a lot of plays and control the ball, but it seems like every time Ennis had the ball, they would score, and really quick touchdowns. But I mean, Lindale gave up an 80-yard punt return for a touchdown to make it 7-0, and then they give up another drive to make it 14, and it just kind of snowballed from there. I thought that the Eagles deserve a lot of credit for the fact that they did not quit. I mean, that they scored right before the end of halftime for 10 points, and then they intercept Ennis on the first play of the second half, but then they're held on downs, and really any chance that Lindale would have had to kind of make it a game was over after that.
Well, Chris, of course, you cover Robert E. Lee a lot. You're doing Lindale. Good wrap up for the Lindale Eagles to get to the playoffs. I'm sure Coach Metter is positive as always.
Yeah, the kids were obviously heartbroken after losing the game, but when you're going up against a 10-0 team, they made the playoffs. They had some strides, and I know he has a lot of talent coming back for next year. So he feels good, but of course it's tough after a loss like this.
All right, Chris Perry, be careful driving home from Hamby Stadium over in Mesquite. We appreciate the time. You can of course check Chris out, picking up a copy of the Tyler paper, or go to etfinalscore.com. Texas High McKinney playing over in Longview tonight, and how about the upset here? Texas High 9-1, but they go down to McKinney North 26-14 is your final. Marshall Mavericks back in the playoffs, but man, they come up short against a good Wiley team, 42-21. Sulphur Springs, they will play White House next. They beat Denison tonight badly, 66-42. So another tough game coming up for the Wildcats. Saturday games, we got a bunch of them. The Longview Roulette will play at Kincaid Stadium. Lufkin Humble, Assatoskit. Oh, I'm not even going to try that one. Jennifer, you tried to tell me what to say there. I messed it up. But they'll take on Humble and Conroe at 2 o'clock. John Tyler, Mansfield Legacy, and Forney at 2. Good luck to the JT Lions in Hallsville. Lucas Lovejoy, Athens at 1 o'clock. Break time right now. We'll get into the other games around East Texas coming up after the break.